Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. Let's see what messages we have for our lovely Taurus. Okay, as always, I'll leave my email in the description for personal readings. You can usually check the community section for if there's a sale or any special event going on. And let's see what we have for Taurus. What's the message for Taurus? Intuition. This is the High Priestess, card number 2, Major Arcana. We're starting out strong here. Your intuition is letting you know the truth. If you don't trust your intuition at this time, you're probably triggered. So see what feelings live beneath the trigger until you learn to trust your intuition again. Temptation, the Devil, as card 15. Your intuition is telling you, that person, you know... let's see, suffering in silence. So I feel like somebody is overthinking about you here. This is unfounded fear. They're scared to come towards you. They're thinking about you so much that your intuition is picking it up here, almost to the point of obsession with the Devil card. That's how much they're thinking about you here. So let's see, it's quite toxic when we overthink about something or someone. It ends up creating fear and a blockage, and this is why rather than just communicating and come forward, they overthink, and then now it ends up being sleepless nights. So it could be transferring that energy to you, giving you sleepless nights, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Why am I feeling anxiety and sleepless nights and stuff at this time? I never used to. I feel like it's because somebody is obsessing about maybe a conversation, things that were said, what they left behind here as she's looking towards those mountains there where the sun has set. So I definitely feel like somebody on this journey is obsessing about you here. Let's see, okay. 3 wanted to come, we'll take 3. 5 of Cups, they're missing you. 10 of Swords and the King of Wands. This Mars energy is prompting them to act, but I feel like, again, until they get over this overthinking with this 10 of Swords and, you know, see the silver lining or find the resolution to this difficulty, the answer to missing somebody, and worrying about what was said, worrying about betrayal, you know, things that are on their mind. If we came forward and was vulnerable and was just like, hey, I miss you, this is what the universe is telling them to do. I feel like your intuition is picking up, you know, they miss you. It might even be that your intuition feels this person coming towards you. Again, this could be a person who betrayed you here. The ultimate betrayal with the 10 of Swords, right? But it is like the end of a karmic cycle. The only way to stop this, I feel like they're going to give it another chance and try to reach out to you. King of Wands energy, they're going to act. These combination of cards, I wouldn't say the relationship, when it got bad, it got bad. Let's just say it that way. It's not that this person was always bad. It's like when it was good, but when it was bad, it was really bad, and you felt really betrayed here. The ultimate betrayal, right? So it's brought anxiety on for both of you. And I definitely feel like your intuition is picking up that they're missing you at this time. You are heavily on their mind, and this is why you are maybe even picking up sadness, and you're like, hey, what am I even sad about? What do I have anxiety about? It's like somebody else's feelings that you're picking up here. Somebody who wants to act. 8 of Swords. I mean, this is like they're awake all night, sleeping through the daytime, trying to escape these thoughts of what was said, what was done, how they hurt somebody, how they betrayed somebody. Sadness, they're mirrored with the 5 of Cups, missing somebody. This is like usually what we feel after a breakup. We're having conversations in our minds. So it could, if this person is only feeling like this now and they broke up, let's say a year ago to 5 years ago with you, it's took them a long time to actually see how toxic they were. But now it's hit them hard. So it's like karma with that Ten of Swords has finally caught up with them, and they are going through like these depressive moods, but your intuition is also picking them up because they're connecting it with your energy. So, you know, we can feel sad about certain things, right, in our life. If this is not connected to somebody else, but it's connected to you, I feel like you might be concerned about being single for a long time, about, you know, wanting to be with somebody, longing for love with the Five of Cups, and always feeling like I never find the right person. You know, people always wanting too much from you. When you find the person and you think they're right, something goes wrong, so you're overthinking with that energy there and obsessing about the past, and it's become quite toxic. When we see the Devil card, we want to see the Strength card afterwards to say that we're taming that inner beast, and we're, you know, I call it mental pruning, plucking out those negative thoughts so we don't end up in that space of overthinking and unfounded fear, and, you know, ultimately betraying ourselves and blocking love from our life. If we think, for example, that everybody's going to be the same, we'll manifest more of the same. So we need the Strength card here to get hold of ourselves, or the other person needs that. I'm not saying, you know, that it started from nowhere. It could have started, you know, with being cheated on and being lied to, being in abusive, toxic relationships, and then it leads to, you know, this wall around you where you know, your coping mechanism is, oh, everybody's the same, all men are the same, all women are the same, that sort of energy. So you really want to put a stop to that now with the Ten of Swords. It's an opportunity for that. You might be even seeing signs for you to end this cycle. And like I said, the good news is the Ten of Swords is the end of a karmic cycle. The Five of Cups here, same challenges with emotions and how you're feeling at the moment. It definitely feels like a sadness or a depression energy, or worrying about something that's not going to happen. So if we're worried about the future and we're worried about, well, when I meet somebody, they're going to do the same to me. So unfounded fear in that sense here. If this is somebody thinking about you, they're thinking about the way they treated you, and it's karma catching up with them. So let's see here. I feel like you never looked at things this way before, but we all can feel drained at times, so don't beat yourself up. That Five of Cups, it's like, you know, it was one too many times. So the Ten of Cups here as well, another 10, so a lot of shifts happening, an end of a cycle. It could have been, you know, that you've been looking at this from childhood and recognizing this is why I love like this and why I give so much and get so little back. I've been it can be that you're an empath here who has been dealing with a lot of narcissist energy, and a lot of energy vampires have been draining you, and you've been overly giving, and you've had to learn to stop overly giving. That'll stop now, but in order to get that change, we do first have to pass through this feeling of never again, which often is very difficult with the fives there. The fives bring change and challenges. Yeah, another Five of Swords. I'm seeing this a lot in the readings. Can feel like a lot of things happening at once, and it can feel like a lose-lose situation where everywhere I turn there's a challenge. Every step I try to go down, it's a challenge. If I try to even talk to somebody, it's a challenge. So again, we're seeing like emotional struggles and mental struggles, in the sense that, you know, overthinking, like I say, or thinking that things will never get better, or things like that. So that's the Devil energy there. Toxic energy. It's quite a low vibration, but you can lift yourself up out of this. You may have done it time and time before, but it could be a period where you're thinking, well, what's the point? But we are dealing with a lot of the 5th house in 2022, and this is why we're looking at family, friends and co-workers in our community. You could feel very unsupported throughout your life, that nobody ever stood up for you and you had to do it all yourself. So this sleeping that you could be doing, like going through these periods of not sleeping or oversleeping. It's like a rest period for you to catch up and heal yourself. It is abundant. The 8 is related to the Strength card in Tarot, and the 8th house being Scorpio in the houses there in astrology. So it is bringing this transformation that you need. It's just you had to reach that point, right? I always describe this energy as to, you know, a woman being pregnant and you get to the final stages and you're like, I don't care how much it's going to hurt, just get it out, right? You have to have had enough and you have to be fed up with it. So it's like you're reaching that stage of being fed up so that you can take action with the King of Wands here and move on and stand up for yourself. King of Pentacles, don't self-sacrifice, 6 of Pentacles there. Don't self-sacrifice anymore to feed other people's needs. You have to start to taking care of yourself. I feel like you wanted to just create a home that was loving and peaceful. And, you know, you try to create that for everybody you come into contact with. And what ends up happening is maybe drama or lose-lose situations because you end up overly giving. So people end up taking and taking and taking until you're drained. So you're learning to find balance. You're learning to put that energy into yourself and love yourself. It's been a difficult process. It almost feels like bipolar. It could be because of that Gemini energy we've just been through. That, you know, one minute we're extremely happy and in love, and then the next minute it's a lose-lose situation and we're angry and arguing with each other. Or that could be going on within you. One minute you're feeling happy and, you know, the next minute you're feeling down again, sort of thing. So this up and down energy, or, you know, flipped energy here. So it's about finding that happy balance, right? We don't want to be overly angry at people. We don't want to be overly helpful to people. We want to find this, and you'll keep doing this. You know, going to overly helpful till this time we're a little bit less helpful, then we're a little bit less angry at ourselves, and then we're a little bit less helpful until we find, you know, people who are giving to us and we're giving and receiving in balance. And that's what you've been doing, this pendulum action, that I overly give to people and then I'm overly angry at people and they don't even see this bull coming, you know, because you've been overly kind to people. So then when they have stabbed you in the back one too many times and you let that bull out, doosh, right up to the other end, right? So it's, you'll let people take your kindness for weakness, kindness for weakness, kindness for weakness, overly give, because you want this peaceful, loving, homely environment, and then, you know, you're going to protect it and protect yourself when you're at the end of your tether. You're like, enough's enough. And this is what you're learning, to not overly give and not be overly angry. You know, I hope I explained that correctly there. But yeah, this is what you're finding, that balance within yourself. But I feel your intuition is telling you that not only is somebody coming towards you, that somebody's missing you and thinking of you. And you're like, this energy just can't all be mine. Ace of Pentacles here. So there's an offer of commitment that's coming. Let's see. High Priestess again. So again, use your own discernment. You know, if you accept this offer, you're going to have to overly give and overly do the work in the relationship. And is that person not going to give anything, or are you going to find this happy medium where, you know, maybe sometimes in a relationship we need to overly give because our partner's down, but then are they going to return the balance when you're down and be as understanding and as loving as you were? Or, you know, there's many things there. It's not just so black and white, is it, as the High Priestess shows here, the gate in the background, the black there and the white. Like, nothing is. We have to be grey at times. And, you know, relationships aren't easy and they're not black and white. Sometimes, let's say our partner doesn't have a job and we have to work. Is the partner going to clean the home regardless if they're male or female? If they feel like, I'm not going to clean up because I'm a man or I'm above this. you know, but then they're going to let you work yourself to take care of them and the home. Then it's off balance, right? But if one of you is at work and very successful, are they going to take care of the home life and everything else? Or, you know, and vice versa. It's just this understanding that we play different roles in relationships at different times, and I feel like you get it, but maybe this person don't, so you end up overly giving and playing every role. Are you going to allow that again with this offer of commitment just because they're committing to you? Or are you going to stand your ground and know your worth with the Six of Pentacles energy that you've been working on? So they come in with an offer, but you're being told here, use your intuition. You know, it's not just one-sided. Nothing ever is. The Star. But it's definitely time that you had this meeting and this conversation and this offer. So for those of you who was maybe worrying that, okay, I'm going to be single a long time and I'll never find love and I'll, you know, never have that peaceful or family home that I want, it's coming. It's time now. This healing had to happen so that you don't keep, you know, in this cycle. And it's like you're ending two major cycles at one time. So you could have had a lot of things going on. Could have been like home life and work all going on at once that needed sorting out. And then, you know, this relationship coming in to test you sort of thing. So I definitely would feel here that somebody will take action towards you and make this committed offer. You've just got to use your own discernment. Like, am I healed enough to be in a relationship? And then if I am, is the other person healed enough to be in a relationship? If they are, you know, what are we both bringing to the relationship? Because it's, you know, I think probably way long ago it was quite simpler relationships, right? But now they're quite diverse. So with that understanding, where do we want to go in a relationship? And I guess that's why communication is very important. And if you feel that with this Five of Swords in the heart of reading, you can't communicate that to somebody, even the best relationships with the most love can't survive without being able to communicate with each other. If every time you express your feelings or communicate, somebody gets angry with you, you know, it's like they're not caring about your feelings and it's making you feel sad. So just be aware of these things. Karma. Yeah, we see a lot of this karma coming round or ending here. Karmic cycles being over and a shift happening, this door opening for you. And somebody getting their karma. They feel like, you know, it's like the scales being rebalanced with that Six of Pentacles, doors opening up for you and them finally being closed in with karma. Karma knows their address and is coming to knock on their door here. So this is why they're feeling, you know, what the hell did I do here? Why did I do it? Mature woman here. It could have been somebody with an age difference. But they're definitely thinking about it now and having to deal with that sadness that they've been trying to escape for so long. And they're in your energy, and this is why your intuition is bringing them to your mind. You know, you could be like, why is that person just popped into my mind after this long? Courting man, when they was the man about time, I was the older woman. You know, and now it's caught up with them. Let's see. Oops. Mature man, work and new love. So it might even be that this person now feels it. You know what just came to my mind here? I don't know if you've seen it. Like, I don't know why the Kardashians have started coming up on my YouTube shorts. Maybe because they post a lot or something. I don't know, but I don't really watch Kardashians. But Scott watching Courtney with her new love, Travis. And it was like he finally realized what he lost, right? And it took going with a new love for him to see. That's an emperor. Often they don't realize it until it's too late. So it might be that you get into a new relationship and this person is thinking about you, and feeling the loss of your energy because you're moving on with this new love. It could have been a younger person and, you know, now you are moving on with somebody more mature, or vice versa. You could have been with a mature person and they acted quite childish, and you're now moving on with a younger person who seems more mature, and that mature person feels like, what the hell have I lost? It's like karma. Good luck, guys.